if someone goes down for them.
Playing today for Arlington, Colby Wilkins, Matthew Ritchie, Cody Young, Logan Younts, Ryan Frank, Chase Hoyt, Will Stewart, Jack Lane, Parker Bloomberg, Deshaun King, Lane Nolan, Michael Straffolino, Bailey Cross, Darren Golden, Austin Morse, Lucas Lawler, Ethan Olson, Zach Rogers, Jacob Smith, Chris Condon, Alex Postian, Jared Lacoste, Zach Bloom, Colin Lloyd, Lucas Straffolino, Brandon Gable, Nathan Madison, and Austin Hollow. Arlington is coached by Todd Wilkins. Now for your Golden Horn. Number 17, Michael Barrett. Number 15, Eli Pettit. Number 21, William Grabowski. Number 8, Keaton Wright Chapman. Number 13, Philip Whedon. Number 20, Riley Dow.
Can you take that one with you?
Number 10, Jared Maxwell.
Hey, Jacob, can you take this one?
Goalie, Jacob Bartlett. Number 14, Garrett Waite. Number 6, Tyler Grove. Number 4, Brendan Harvey. Number 3, Jordan Johnson. Number 5, Jacob Dow. Number 11, Brian Maxim. Number 19, Calvin Brooks. Number 18, Zachary Trepanier. Number 9, Matt Bathalon. Number 7, Joe Brown. Number 12, Zach Pratt. And number 16, Hunter Mason. West Rutland is coached by Rick Hart and Scott Maxim. Please remove your caps and stand for the national anthem, sung by West Rutland student Casey Serrani.
All right, national anthem, Casey Serrani, beautiful job. We've got playoff soccer here in West Rutland, number 4 seed hosting a semifinal game because the lower seeded Arlington team went up and upset the number 1 seed Craftsbury. So we have West Rutland hosting a semi against Arlington. West Rutland will be in their home white, Arlington in the road maroons.
Not in front of us, man. You do not get out work today, okay? Everything stays positive, find our mark.
Here come the players. Coach Maxim asking his players not to get out work today. Great game earlier in the season down in Arlington under the lights. 1-1 tie heading into the half. West Rutland took a 2-1 lead early in the second half and then backed way off. Arlington constant pressure throughout the second half, tied it, and then eventually scored to go ahead and won that game 3-2. We'll see what the result is here. Jacob Dow up front, Eric Maxim up front, Zach Pratt far left, Tyler Groh near sideline. They play back, Brian Maxim sends a floater, and Arlington able to get ahead on that. Celebrate Brendan Harvey, and Arlington turns and plays through the midfield. They're going to look to go up the right side of the field. Pretty consistent. Ball goes to 9. 9 looks for 18 on the far side, and then they look to cross.
Make sure you open up. Willie, make sure you open up.
There it is, working that far sideline. Arlington going to look to cross. Great contained by the West Rutland defender. Down he goes, no whistle. Late whistle. Goal kick. Jordan Johnson handles the goal kick duties for West Rutland. Great ball. West Rutland lets that roll through deep into Arlington territory. Brendan Harvey there to pressure. Sent deep by Arlington. Back and forth at the midfield. And Arlington able to settle. They play wide. Flicked into the middle. West Rutland's got to get this ball outside. Jake Bartlett, oh, mishandled, but able to drop on that. Dangerous chance for Arlington. Jake Bartlett able to shut the door. A couple steps to the top of the box. And that drop kick out near midfield. Eric Maxim looking to make an individual move, beat his player and find some space. Doubled by Arlington. And that ball deep. Pressure West Rutland out to the midfield.
Come on, Jed. Keep working. Work around him.
Nice serve coming down the left side here.
Too much space.
Top of the box. West Rutland's going to step up and take this kid. Great job, Jordan Johnson, to contest that off his shins and out. Going to be an Arlington throw far sideline. Early in the first half, 37 minutes left. Score 0-0. Arlington visiting West Rutland. There it is. Down the far sideline. Down the right side to the corner. Serve to the middle. Pretty consistent when we were down there. And so far this game remains pretty consistent.
In the middle. In the middle.
Arlington corner coming here.
Ethan. Ethan.
They play short.
Up to the ball. Up to the ball.
And attempted service across. Out of bounds off West Rutland. West Rutland field significantly narrower than the Arlington field. 15 yards wider, I believe, is what I heard down in Arlington, which makes a huge difference on the field. See if Arlington can compensate on their corners. A ball that would be a good corner there is going to go way past the net here. West Rutland doesn't look like they realized that was going to be their throw. Arlington first 2. Jake Dow plays back. And that ball floated out to midfield. Eric Maxim, great work. Rubbed off the ball by 15 for Arlington. West Rutland got to pressure this ball. Even if you don't get the ball when you pressure, you can force a bad decision. Arlington looking to counter. Great job getting back on that ball, Brian Maxim. On the charge, physical. That ball's going to carry and cleared near midfield. Off ahead for Arlington. Brendan Harvey going to make a throw. Looking for somebody to make a corner run here. Eric Maxim. Great work. A little too tight to the line. Arlington plays quick. Settled Harvey. Looks to Dow. Pressure coming. Looks to serve into space, but Arlington there to clear that away. Jordan Johnson. Here we go. Into space for West Rutland. Off their own player, and their keeper comes out to scoop. West Rutland looked to be building an advance there. But snuffed out by Arlington.
Open up! Open up! Come on,
Good job of Jake Bartlett. Recognized that was off a West Rutland player. Come out for the scoop. Low line drive. First of that ball, Arlington. They turn it back, and now they play back to their fullbacks. Max asking for his players to pressure that. And that's a great example. Even if you don't win it when you pressure, you can force the other team into a mistake. That ball, just a bomb out of bounds, results in a West Rutland throw. Oh, Eric Maxim draws that ball back, serves into space, and Zach Pratt unable to run on it. Brian Maxim, physical, looking to rub his player off this ball. All the way to the far sideline, great tackle. That ball out off Maxim, but physical play there, Arlington throw, far sideline. This is the semifinals of the state tournament. Winner advances to play Saturday. They will play the winner of Proctor and Sharon. That game happening now over in Proctor. Sharon having to make the trip down to visit the number 2 seeded Proctor Phantoms. That ball rolls in harmlessly on Jake Bartlett. No Arlington player in the area. No wind here to affect a punt. Jake Bartlett looks to send that bomb deep. West Rutland goes up and looks like a hand in the back maybe. Going to be a West Rutland kick set piece here. Yeah, West Rutland plays quick, catches Arlington a little bit off guard. Harvey serves to the corner looking for Eric Maxim. Now he's dangerous down here in the corner. Good luck marking him one-on-one. Sends one player to the ground with a move. That ball volley, Harvey. Nice opportunity, West Rutland. Arlington keeper there for the save. Eric Maxim, one-on-one on that goal line is awfully hard to handle. Beat his first man, left him in the dust, and then a nice serve out to Harvey. Great hustle. Harvey looking to be his man. Keeps working, little shove in the back, but no call there. And he finds Dow, little bit of space, physical play coming on. He's buried. No call. Maxim.
Right on the deck, please, for feet.
And Jake Dow picks that ball up. Worked by the Arlington player and rubbed off.
Guys, you need to support him. Far off there, Matty.
Nice look into space here. Great move. We'll see if he has a left foot. Has a go at it. That is off West Rutland. Jake Bartlett alertly out to grab that and save the corner. And we'll have a drop kick coming. No subs yet for either team. West Rutland unlikely to sub much other than they've got a trio of players that rotate through. Zach Trippier and Hunter Mason sub in for Zach Pratt. Other than that, the majority of the players play the entire game unless there's an injury. Not sure about Arlington's bench. They introduce an awful lot of players. Not sure how many of them actually get into the game. And that is a high bomb out to midfield. Jake Dow controls. Great look, finds Zach Pratt. Jake Dow on the run, got to get up on that. A little too far for Eric Maxim. And that ball cleared past midfield by Arlington. Jordan Johnson looking to contain on the far side. Nice service, wide of the net. Hard to tell from this angle. First half, 31 minutes remain. Scoreless tie 0-0. Semi-final game, we have Arlington in the traveling maroon jerseys, West Rutland in the home whites. Winner to advance to Saturday's championship game. Jordan Johnson going to put this ball in play. Eric Maxim looking to get a foot on that and drag it back. Proctor player there to scoop, serve deep into the corner. Jordan Johnson slides onto that, but serves it to the top of the box for Arlington. Dangerous, deep into the box. Jake Bartlett there. Athletic to get to that, but not sure about the result.
22 is standing at the top of the box. We need to get what's over here. Here, go.
And that pop, beautiful carries. Deep into the corner, looking for a West Rutland player to run onto this. Ball loose. Is he out of the box? Boy, it's pretty close over there. Tyler Groh puts the pressure on the keeper with a little bit of a mishandle. And that ball out. Brian Maxim, first two with a header. And that carries out Arlington throw. West Rutland throw, Jordan Johnson.
Show to him.
Up the line, Zach Pratt, great move. Oh, taken down from behind. Tough foul, but that far away from your net, just a long kick for West Rutland. Brian Maxim with a strong enough foot, going to try and make something happen here. Arlington first to that, off the head, out to midfield, and Arlington looking to build a run here. Great anticipation, Willie Grabowski. Holy smokes, Jordan Johnson out of the crowd on the fly up the sideline. Great athletic play. He's got to hustle back now. Elects to win that 50-50 ball instead. Johnson continuing to pressure from his defensive spot. Great pullback move, rocket, up and over. It's a great spot to shoot from for Arlington. Pull the trigger every time right there. Goal kick, West Rutland. 28 minutes, 35 seconds left. And Jordan Johnson.
Was I on the field again?
Matt Bathlon wins that ball to Brian Maxim, who feeds into space. Great wheel, Zach Pratt, he's by. Touch too far, out of bounds. Tremendous wheels, Zach Pratt on the far side. Looking to just serve that ball deep into the corner and then run onto it. All kinds of time, all kinds of space. Jordan Johnson takes a look, finds Eric Maxim. Eric Maxim serves. Brendan Harvey going to run onto this. Arlington keeper looking to control it. Harvey ends up on top of him. No call, loose ball. Eventually scooped by Arlington keeper. Second time he's mishandled a ball and had to pounce on it out near the edge of the box. Eric Maxim putting on a little clinic here. 5 straight moves, serves corner. Brendan Harvey's going to get to this one. Nope, a little too far.
Brendan, hey.
Off the end line.
Talked about it yesterday. Stop watching his feet and make your run. Okay? Stop watching his feet and make your run.
Goal kick for Arlington.
If you're off on that, you're walking into that ball. Okay?
Coach Maxim's recommendation there to Brendan Harvey. Don't get caught up watching Eric Maxim beat his man. Make the run, and as soon as Eric's free, he'll serve it to you. But it is fun to watch Eric make those moves. Brian Maxim, service. Where's White? Good pressure, forces the mistake. Jake Dow beats his man. Pardon me. That was, couldn't tell. Zach Pratt made that, I believe. My apologies, thought it was Jake, who is going to take this kick direct.
No.
Little confusion as to who's going to take it.
Hey, what you see?
Eric Maxim out to take this. Brian Maxim into the box. That ball deep into the box. Great ball. Eric Maxim looking for the corner. Arlington turns with a header out to midfield. Jordan Johnson there to sniff that out. Rolls it up. Arlington first 2. Now they're looking to counter. They'll look deep to the corner and then look to serve this ball back to the middle here. No need to stab, no need to lunge, contain and keep it outside. 50-50 ball, West Rutland player down. Not getting back up, that ball up and over. Can't tell who it is. Joe Brown, perhaps. A lot of contact there. No call. Brian Maxim, player that went down. Possibly went head-to-head with the Arlington player, but he's back up. Coach did not come on the field, so he's able to stay and play. Be a goal kick coming. Clock down to 24 minutes, 54 seconds here in the first half. West Rutland with a goal kick. Beautiful ball out to near midfield. Arlington first two on that. Zach Pratt looks to chip it up the line. Off Arlington. West Rutland throw. Tyler Groh looking to flick and then pursue. West Rutland first to that ball. Into the box. Here we go. Eric Maxim's going to make a little room, see if he can take a shot here. Time to fire the ball. Looks low, left, wide. It's a great take. He can score from there. Didn't strike the ball as well as he wanted to. Great idea, moving to the right and then shoot back across the green to the left. Nice opportunity and a scoreless tie here. Semifinals winner advances to play the finals in Whitcomb. West Rutland, the 4 seed, hosting Arlington, who's the lower of the 2 seeds. Arlington traveled all the way up to Craftsbury and beat the number 1 seed earlier in the tournament, so now they're forced to travel here to West Rutland. Tough spot, need to get this up and out. Nice job, West Rutland, to clear out of danger. Player coming on, Maxim hard. He carries. And that's it right there. Brennan Harvey not watching the move, making the run. And that ball ends up deep in the Arlington zone. It's going to be a white throw. Coach Maxim calling go big. Brian Maxim to make this throw. He and Joe Brown both. He and Joe Brown both able to throw into the box, but it is it's a red throw. Never mind, go big. Not a great touch, but out of bounds nonetheless. Gives West Rutland a chance to get back. Arlington to throw, and they go right up the sideline, deep into the corner. 5's a dangerous player for Arlington. Finds 22 at the top of the box. And Brian Maxim, great play. Jake Dow beats a man, makes a little space for himself. Great pass, 1-2. Into space, finds Dow on the run. That ball, Tyler Groh looking to serve back to Brian Maxim, but sniffed out by Arlington. And a lot of players, white players up the field here. They need to get back on defense. Great challenge. I believe that's Joe Brown, excuse me, looking to just ride that ball out. Give his teammates a chance to get back. And apparently that ball off Arlington. So Joe Brown with a big throw. Off the flick, out to midfield, Tyler Groh, high pressure.
Be first! Why are we so far back, boy? Let's go!
All right, Jacob Dow settles. Central, short of the midfield. His first look is always to Harvey. He's covered up. Jake continues to dribble. That ball controlled by Arlington. Now it squirts out to the top. Eric Maxim with a couple moves comes near sideline. Brian Maxim going to carry this up the sideline. Oh, rough tackle from behind. Could hear it all the way back here. Maxim taken down hard. Coach Maxim asking, set this ball and drill it.
They don't have the ball! No, Brian!
Coach Maxim asking his team to recognize Arlington never set a wall, never got back on defense.
Easy right now, Red. Look at you. All you got your heads down right now. Pick it up, Brad.
20 minutes, 50 seconds. Scoreless tie. Arlington goal kick. That bomb out near midfield. Jordan Johnson contests. Little flick for Arlington, looking to settle. Looking for that ball down the far sideline and cleared well out of danger. That's going to carry. Tyler Groh able to flick that ball up over his own head. Dangerous run, Arlington. Looking to serve middle. West Rutland there. Johnny on the spot. Very physical down the far sideline here. Jordan Johnson up and out of danger. West Rutland needs to contest that ball out near the field and then turn it. It's great to clear it out of your own end, but if all you're doing is kicking it to Arlington so they can counter right back down your throat, it's not what you're looking for. Arlington slows it down, settles, playing to feet, looking to make a nice pass. This is dangerous. He's all the way in, left foot, rolls to the front of the net. Boy, I couldn't tell if that was in the back of the net or not, but it was just wide of the Rutland net, West Rutland net. The way it stopped back there, I couldn't tell if it was the netting that got it or the spectator, but the young man back there trapped it with his foot. Regardless, 0-0 with 19 minutes left. West Rutland going to serve this ball. Be Jordan Johnson again.
Come on, Red.
Controlled by Arlington. Looking to pass into space. Nice cut. Cuts back. Fires. That ball carries wide. Arlington pressure right now.
Alex! Mikey! Alex! On the 18! Come on, boys!
West Rutland in the home whites. Arlington traveled, so they're in the road maroon uniforms. That ball coming near side. Miss strike a little bit, carries out. Arlington throw. And he just keeps marching up the field. Nice job, Jake Bartlett.
Take that run, Alex!
Unfortunate there. His look. Move. Great contained by Arlington. Great contained by Arlington. And that ball eventually rolls out. West Rutland, Joe Brown, big throw. Looks to Brendan Harvey. Harvey looking to control. Beats his man. Serves central. Great explosion onto the ball there. Tyler Groh. Eric Maxim. One touch service to the middle, but nobody there for West Rutland charging on that. Matty Bathlon plays that ball far side. Zach Pratt there, but off his foot and out of bounds. Arlington throw. Jordan Johnson, nice job. Wins that ball off his head and out of bounds. Arlington throw, far sideline.
Willie, you got to go with 22.
Arlington extremely dangerous from that side. Beautiful serve. Who's there? West Rutland able to clear out. Arlington player volley rocket, but high and wide. And going back over the game in Arlington, they play down the far right side and then look to serve the ball to the middle.
Good job, Ethan. There you go, Ethan. Nice, Will. Nice, D. Hey, read the play, Joe, and run it out of bounds. Come on, Lawler, get dangerous.
Arlington throw deep in the West Rutland end. Great trap off the chest, top of the box. Roll back. Bathlon looking to contain. That ball heading far corner. Jake Bartlett. No Arlington player running onto it. Routine save for him.
Play the feet now, Red. On the ground, play the feet.
Ball's been in the West Rutland half of the field for quite a while here. West Rutland needs to string a couple passes together, put some pressure on the Arlington side. Once you're pinned in and the other team starts racking up goal kicks, it's hard to break out. Tyler Groh past his man on the far side. He's going to look to make a move and then cross this with his right. Oh, makes another great move. Now it's time to slide it to the middle.
Slide it!
Arlington keeper elects to throw. Coach Maxim hoping for a pass on the ground in front there that somebody can get a foot on from Groh instead of that effort that was about waist high into the Arlington keeper. This is dangerous. Jake Dow controls. Comes near side, looking for Harvey. Nobody there. Harvey was deep marking his own man. Beautiful job, Brendan Harvey, to win that ball. Looking for Dow, but Arlington steps in front of that. Trouble, far post. 18 making the run. Jake Bartlett there to scoop. He trots out to the top of the box and we'll have a drop kick. Out past midfield. Trapped by Arlington, but it's a handball. Coach Maxim asking his players to play quickly. Here we go. West Rutland controls. Brian Maxim finds Dow. Dow looks to Harvey. Harvey finds Eric Maxim. Maxim looking for Harvey, deep corner. Got a little bit of space here. Beats his man. Now what can he do? Left foot to the front. Nobody there. That ball coming right at you. Willie Grabowski. Nice challenge. Knowing he had additional defenders behind him, came out and sent that ball back in. A little bit of pressure for West Rutland here. Had them back on their heels, but now Arlington plays too far. West Rutland throw, Joe Brown. Great throw to Harvey, up off his hand, no call. Deep. Jordan Johnson, last line of defense there, able to stick that ball and get it back out. Now it's back and forth. Arlington tries to play back. West Rutland challenges. Willie Grabowski, athletic move. Arlington coach asking his players to settle the ball down onto the ground and play to feet instead of just kicking it back and forth. I'm sure the West Rutland coaches would echo that sentiment. A lot of skilled players on both teams here, and fullbacks just kicking it back and forth over everybody's head is not what either coach wanted to draw up. Arlington coach on the ground, moving around. West Rutland coaching staff would agree. 12 minutes, 50 seconds left in the first half. We've got a scoreless tie here in the semifinals. Division IV state championship tournament. Boys varsity soccer, Arlington visiting West Rutland. Winner to play the winner of a contest going on now over in Proctor. The Sharon Phoenix visiting the Proctor Phantoms. I actually had a chance to talk to the Sharon coach a little bit today. He was not excited about the bus ride all the way down here. Hard to hop off the bus and play well. Individual effort, Eric Maxim, but boy, Arlington's defender, stalwart. Never bit for the fakes, kept a body right on him. I thought Eric was by, but Arlington able to shut the door.
Go boy!
Brian Maxim picks that ball out of the air. Looks wide for Jake Dow. A little too far. Controlled by Arlington. Willie Grabowski to pressure. Grabowski's first start of the season was in Arlington, and he has come a long way since that first start, turning into a nice player for the West Rutland Golden Horde on defense. Very fast, very athletic, and very tough. Far side. Nobody there for Arlington. West Rutland throw. Arlington wins that 50-50 ball, but head out of bounds. West Rutland throw again. Up and over. Jordan Johnson able to turn his hip and blast that ball out near midfield. Arlington coming close side now. Top of the box. You can hear the frustration for the Arlington players both on the field and on the bench. Not playing particularly well, but still continuing to keep the ball in the West Rutland end here. That's a dangerous run. That ball way wide left.
Red, you need to start moving the ball on the ground 2 feet, please. Not trying to do too much.
Clock winding, 10 minutes, 26 seconds. Jordan Johnson, goal kick. Hunter Mason looking to check into the game at the next opportunity. That ball out, red throw. Arlington looking for the corner run.
Mikey, can we play the feet there, please?
Joe Brown, great job, seal that off, let it run. Out the goal line, goal kick. Hunter Mason in, Zach Pratt out. On the left side up top. Got a stoppage of play while a West Rutland player checks the cleat, and now we're back in business. Oh, little miscommunication there. Arlington players telling each other to let it run, and ref saw white throw there. Arlington coach not pleased. Harvey finds Dow. A little too strong first touch. Out of bounds, Arlington throw. Arlington, top of the box, physical play, Willie Grabowski. That ball chipped out to the top, served into space. Looking for Tyler Groh to make something happen here. Poked back to the Arlington fullback. And that bomb past midfield, far sideline. Arlington looking to overlap a little bit here. Great work, Jordan Johnson contains, carries it out the sideline. Arlington throw. Very closely matched game so far. Arlington goalie with a couple misplays would really be the only big mistakes on their side, and no result.
Go, boy!
That ball out the end line again. Jordan Johnson goal kick again. 8 minutes left in the first half. Scoreless tie, 0-0. Boys Varsity Soccer, Arlington visiting West Rutland. That ball coming right at you and right out of bounds.
Don't worry about that ball. Get our shape, get our marks. Come on.
Jordan Johnson barking out commands to his teammates as to who needs a mark there. Nice service to the top of the box. West Rutland first two there. And here we go. I believe that's Brian Maxim on the run. Hunter Mason wins that ball, goes down hard, but jumps right back up. Result is an Arlington throw. High pressure, West Rutland, this is what their coaches were asking for. Eric Maxim on the run, looking to make a little space for himself here. And that ball up and out.
Turn simple. No turn.
Eric Maxim, individual moves, rolls that ball for Brendan Harvey. Arlington able to clear, but Tyler Groh ends up with the ball on the far side. I apologize, I lost it in the shadow there. Nice ball, far post. Far post, looking for Brendan Harvey.
Keep running this way.
Beautiful opportunity, great service. Just wide. Goal kick. And here's a chance to be first to this and return the pressure back to Arlington. Great challenge, Brendan Harvey on his horse down the far sideline. Going to make one move and then look to cross. There it is. Great work, Brendan Harvey. Nice job on the defense there for Arlington. Going to go for a big throw. Brian Maxim, almost a direct kick from here. into the box. Who's there? Arlington first to the ball. West Rutland looking to continue to pressure here. Great job, service into the corner. Excellent pressure. Arlington up the far sideline. Not a great touch, out of bounds. And this is what Arlington was doing to West Rutland for the majority of this half. Continue the pressure on. Coach Maxim calling to go big on this throw again. Let Brian Maxim make this throw. From there, it's almost a corner kick.
Not as far as you can to our guy.
Arlington counters. Jordan Johnson steps up. A lot of contact, but no call after the ball was gone. Jordan Johnson ends up on the ground again. That call's against Arlington. Feet got tangled up. They both went down. Arlington coach begs to differ, but the ref not going to change their mind here. Jordan Johnson, about as fearless as a player there is on West Rutland. Immediately back up on his feet for that kick. No hesitation at all. That ball carries out. Throw, far sideline, down the corner. West Rutland looking to pressure. And that ball is a bomb out of play. West Rutland trying to make something happen here. We've got time winding down. Jacob Dow, far side, 3 minutes, 53 seconds left. That ball out.
Jake, you circle it. Yo, Joe, I want you to go. Right over there.
Handball, apparently. Got a kick coming. Eric Maxim takes him close. Brian Maxim takes him far. Eric Maxim looking to serve this ball and make something happen on a set piece. Beautiful ball into the box. Oh, baby, off the head and in. Could not tell who got that for West Rutland, but set piece play. Eric Maxim drops it right into the box. Flick off ahead. West Rutland scores with 3 minutes, 25 seconds left in the first half. 1-0 lead, West Side. Now down in Arlington. As soon as we scored, we backed off and Arlington countered in under a minute. Be important for West Rutland to shut the door on this half and come out with a 1-0 lead. What's that? Oh, was it? Getting a little help from the crowd here. That's apparently off a Arlington player for an own goal, so I believe Eric Maxim will get credit for that. Regardless, Arlington pressures. Sub coming. Zach Pratt will sub in for Hunter Mason. Arlington corner. Clock winding, 3 minutes. A little bit of crunch time here for West Rutland. Be fantastic to come out of this. Tied up. There it is. Up and out. Oh, heavens to Betsy. All the chances in the world right there. Ball laying on the ground in the box. Fired wide. Apparently off a West Rutland player. Regardless, Arlington corner. 2 minutes, 22 seconds. What a great chance for Arlington there. West Rutland fortunate to escape. Ball into the box. Matt Bathlon with a boot deep into the woods. Eric Maxim looking to counter and make things happen here. Far sideline. Here we go. Brian Maxim. Tyler Groh, far sideline. Settle. Oh, great run on to Zach Pratt's feet. That's beautiful recognition there. Pratt heading in. Absolutely buried. No call. Tyler Groh on top of that. Into the box. Off Arlington. Out of bounds. 1 minute, 37 seconds left.
Make sure we get our players relaxed, please.
Coach Maxim asking his captain to settle the boys down a little bit, find our shape. Tough to do in a semifinal game. Minute, 25 seconds. Great throw, right to feet. Back to Maxim. Carries into the corner. Uses his body to shield the defender. Wins the throw. was going to go quick. Now he's going to step back. He's going to make the big throw. It's going to come in play with under a minute. Heady play. Very smart. Arlington header. West Rutland all deep on that. Time to hustle back and play some defense. West Rutland gambles. Jordan Johnson saves the day. And that ball carries out of bounds. Jordan Johnson, last man between the Arlington player and the West Rutland net, and he's able to make that play. Arlington throw, clock winding, 32 seconds.
13 coming in.
Not a bad idea to just kick this one as hard as you can out of bounds if you're West Rutland. We've got a call. Whistle. 18 seconds. Goal kick. Jordan Johnson should kick this ball as far as he can out of bounds and let the clock wind. And that is exactly the play as the half about to expire. 2-1. Arlington looking to play quick. Nice job of them to get the ball back in play. West Rutland comes out of the first half with a 1-0 lead. Eric Maxim with the service into the box. I could not tell who got it. One of the folks near me said it was off an Arlington defender and in. So own goal. Very tough to swallow, but Eric Maxim will get the credit for that. 1-0 lead, halftime. Semifinal game, West Rutland leading Arlington. Second half about to start. West Rutland with a 1-0 lead. Arlington going to start off with this ball. Going to be really important for West Rutland to play tight to start this off and not let Arlington counter. And tie this game back up. Arlington starts out very calmly, playing to feet. Nice challenge. Tyler Groh oversteps a little bit. That ball into space. They're looking to the right corner, and they're looking to distribute back to the middle. And West Rutland there. Nice job. Zach Pratt. Jake Dow. Oh, Brennan Harvey runs onto that ball. Plays back to Jake Dow. Plays that ball into space, and Arlington first two. West Rutland throw. Great throw. Out near midfield. West Rutland collects on the run. Eric Maxim. Hard to handle in space. Looks to Zach Pratt. Arlington first two, but just sends that ball. Brian Maxim going to hit this one. Coach Maxim, his dad, asking him to hit that one touch sooner. He's got the foot. He was definitely well within range. Hard to resist the temptation to make one more move and get a little further in. Great control. Arlington settles off the chest, rolls to the front of the net. Jake Bartlett calls for it. Nice work. Sophomore keeper for West Rutland. He's to the far corner of the box. Drop kick coming at near midfield. Eric Maxim picks it out of the air. Turns on his man. Rubbed off the ball and down. Still down. No call. We've got a call for a trainer. We've got 38 minutes and 13 seconds left. Stoppage of the clock due to the injury. Maxim went down hard. No call. He's a freshman with tremendous skill, but not a tremendous amount of size. He plays very physical. And ends up taking some hard hits. Joe Brown calling the West Rutland team together at midfield here. Eric slow to get up. Trainer Cody Parker, nice to have him on site to help out. Helps him up. Going to be a slow walk off. Stoppage of play, and coaches on the field means Eric's coming out of the game. I would guess Hunter Mason will sub. Joe Brown telling his players how they're going to handle not having Eric out there. Got 38 minutes, 13 seconds. Early in the second half, 1-0 West Rutland lead. In the other semifinal game, Proctor leading Sharon 1-0 is the report I got. Zach Trippier subbing in. Eric Maxim grabbing a drink, gonna have a seat on the trainer's table. Cody Parker, fantastic to have him on site at all the home games. Takes a lot of pressure off the coaches to have to make an assessment of a player's health while they're coaching a game, and they aren't necessarily qualified. I know Coach Maxim's done a lot of work educating himself as a trainer, but great to have Cody Parker here to help kids out, and obviously helps both sides. West Rutland with the courtesy there, roll back, drop kick deep into Arlington, but that ball carries out, ends up with a West Rutland throw. That ball fired up the far sideline, out of bounds. Coach Parker trainer Cody Parker reaching into his bag for some gauze. Not sure if there's a laceration there. Eric's a pretty tough kid. I've seen him get taken out a lot and either hop right back up or come out for a breather and check back into the game, but we'll have to see. Each coach with his own version of what happened there. The Arlington Arlington coach asking for the call on the undercut of his player. Oh, into the open net. Arlington keeper gets buried. Brendan Harvey, Johnny on the spot.
Dad, this guy, real good. Yeah.
Daddy! Daddy! You all right?
I apologize, I lost track of what happened on the play there. Hard to see with the glare on the viewfinder that I'm using. Regardless, ball in front of the Arlington net. Rolls out. West Rutland pressuring. Arlington a little bit out of sorts here. Zach Pratt deep into the corner. That ball a little deeper. West Rutland throw. Brian Maxim serves to Dow, left foot, roller to the front of the net. Nobody for West Rutland running onto that. Great opportunity. Scooped by the Arlington keeper. Drop kick. One out of the air. Arlington a little flat. West Rutland winning the 50-50 balls here. Arlington coach trying to wind his players up.
Come on, Brian. Come on, Brian. Need to work your back, buddy.
Great work, Brian Maxim. Comeback challenge, strip his player off the ball and then turn it to the offensive half. That ball deep out down the line. Looking for Zach Trippier on the far sideline.
All right.
Going to be an Arlington throw.
Cool.
It's a good look, Eric.
Arlington subs coming. That's the delay here. Throw deep in their end. West Rutland hoping to mark and just turn this right back down. One out of the air. Turn back towards Arlington. Physical on the far sideline. Good luck outworking Brian Maxim in a match like that. Trying the roll back there. That ball turned over to Arlington. Now they're up the near sideline. This is how they love to play.
Close on him.
Service near post.
You gotta close on him so he can't serve that ball.
Coach Maxim asking for more pressure on that Arlington player before he gets to that point, before he can make that cross. Eric Maxim, tough kid, checking back in.
Cody. Yes. Come on, Red!
Eric Maxim not quite ready to check back in. Jordan Johnson. Goal kick. Carries out near midfield, but turned back Arlington. They're going to play to the near side. Try and take it down the corner. That's trouble. Back to the middle. Up and out for West Rutland is what they're hoping for here. Arlington there to jump on that. That ball carries.
Okay, get our
out
straight
the
back.
far
Don't
sideline.
You can't stand and watch. You got to run with him. He ran right behind you.
Arlington throw. Sorry, I lost the Arlington player and picked up the ball boy there on the sideline. That ball deep in the corner. High pressure Jordan Johnson. And that ball carries out the end line, I believe. Goal kick. Coach Maxim hoping Eric can check back in here. He's getting some equipment adjustment. And now he's able to check in. Next opportunity, Eric Maxim will come in for Zach Trippier. And ref going to allow him to sub in. 35 minutes, 57 seconds left. Great job of West Rutland coming together. You couldn't even tell he was off the field. Now they'll get a lift with Eric back on the field. They're going to look to him, see if they can make something happen. Brian Maxim with the roll. Jake Dow looking to win a foot race here. Sends that ball middle. Who we got? Fire!
Come on, Red, step it up!
The glare behind me is coming off my viewfinder. I'm having a hard time keeping the ball in frame. I do apologize if I lose it. But we've got 35 minutes, 14 seconds left.
Oh, no.
32 minutes, 14 seconds left. West Rutland clinging to a 1-0 lead. Throw carries out the end line. Arlington goal kick. West Rutland love to win this ball out of the air and turn the pressure right back on Arlington. West Rutland got the first touch, but that ball out of bounds. Arlington player ranging up the line for the throw. Collision after the ball's away there, but no call. Tyler Groh finds Zach Pratt. A lot of wheels. Zach Pratt rolls that ball to the front. Who's there for West Rutland? Step in and hit that.
Come on, we gotta work.
Great hustle back. West Rutland closed the door there. Tremendous effort, Zach Pratt. West Rutland throw. Great flick. Pass midfield. They play to the middle. They'll look to send, right up the middle. Shook it up a little bit there. Left foot. Skip it in. Jake Bartlett able to scoop. Trots up to the top of the goal. Top of the box. Drop kick. Great job, West Rutland, to come back to that ball. That's up the near sideline. High pressure and touched off Arlington throw. That ball played out by Dow. Another Arlington throw. Their coach asking them to play quick here. See if they can make something happen. Excellent job, West Rutland, marking everybody up. And the ref finally asked the Arlington player to come back a little bit. Looking to throw a corner. That ball flicked middle. Brian Maxim first two. That ball cleared out to midfield. West Rutland hoping it's going to skip up and over, but nope. Great ball. Tyler Grove first two. Nope.
Keep your feet moving. Cut in front of you. It's obstruction. Why so much room? Run right through them. They have to let you go. They can't stop you.
Arlington keeper with a bomb out past midfield, far sideline. White throw. That must be Joe Brown. That is a great throw all the way up to the corner. Arlington, that sure looks like obstruction to me. Ref's going to call it shielding the ball. Brendan Harvey was going to throw. Smart move. Going to elect to let Brian Maxim make this throw. Clock continuing to wind. Under 30 minutes now. 29 minutes, 17 seconds. West Rutland with a 1-0 lead, but unlike the game down in Arlington, they haven't backed completely off and tried clinging to it. They're continuing to play offense here. Good sign. That ball's out the end line. Goal kick, Arlington. That ball won, I believe, Brian Maxim off his head. brings it to the ground. Jake Dow and Brendan Harvey both filling the same space there. Great work, Brian Maxim. Rubs his player off the ball, looking to go up the far sideline. Down he goes, no call. That ball carries out of bounds. Arlington throw. They were going to play quick, but number 5 subbing back in for them. Semi-final playoff game here, boys varsity. Winner advances to play Saturday, and they will face the winner of Sharon and Proctor. That game happening now over in Proctor. Last I heard, Proctor up 1-0 on Sharon. Proctor winning a 1-0 game over Long Trail to make it to the semifinals. Goal there for Proctor. Goal kick, Nick Ojala. And apparently Long Trail missed 2 penalty kicks. Their goal was a penalty kick for Ojala. Long Trail missed 2 penalty kicks to come away short, but great effort to be in the game all the way with Proctor. Hold them to a 1-0 win. Long Trail coach doing a nice job building the program over there. Eric Maxim back on the field, making his presence felt. Looks to the far sideline, but Arlington first 2. They settle, roll to the middle. That ball served near sideline. 22 looking for some space. That ball carries out the end line.
He kicked it directly out of bounds on the dribble mode.
I can't tell what the call is. It's going to be a corner. Arlington. 26 minutes, 50 seconds left. Arlington with a set piece play on the corner. Low liner into the box. Who's there? Arlington first 2. Rocket. Jordan Johnson with the eat on that. Carries all the way out. Arlington serves back in. I believe that's Joe Brown clearing that up and out. Arlington increasing intensity here. This is dangerous. Oh boy. Great opportunity for Arlington. Great opportunity. Rolls just wide left. West Rutland's got to close the door on that.
Pick up our intensity a little bit again. Come on.
Coach Maxim asking his players relax and then bring the intensity back. Arlington carrying play for the last couple minutes here. Goal kick, won by Arlington. Turn back the far sideline. Looking into the corner, Willie Grabowski there to play defense. That ball served into the middle. Who's there? Holy smokes, carries through the box. Jordan Johnson on his horse. Tackled from behind, goes down, no call. Arlington throw. Great job, Brian Maxim. Beautiful position, rotates under that ball, seals it. Regardless, out of bounds, Arlington throw. Loose ball, who's first 2? Brian Maxim wins that ball, serves up near sideline. Tyler Groh, high pressure. Past the halfback, looking to make something happen here. Tremendous speed, Tyler Groh looking to win the foot race. All the way down, and Arlington chips that out. Gonna be a West Rutland throw deep in the zone. Tyler Groh needs a breath after that. Brian Maxim trots up. This will be a throw into the box. He and Joe Brown both capable of that long throw. Clock winding, 24 minutes, 44 seconds left in the second half. West Rutland up 1-0. Brian Maxim looking to put this ball, almost a set piece here. Short throw, looking for the flick. That ball way up. Jacob Dow settles to Brian Maxim. Brian Maxim floats it into the box. Who's there for West Rutland? Brandon Harvey, calmly out to the top of the box. Serve back into the box. Jake Dow, toe poke. Beautiful work, West Rutland. All the way to the far sideline and then back to the middle. Nice offer at the net, wide left. Goal kick, Arlington. Goal kicks haven't been anybody's friend today. Opposing team has been pretty consistently winning them and turning pressure back. Arlington throw, far sideline, looking to go corner. West Rutland defender down. Joe Brown there. To clear out of danger. Arlington throw. Jake Dow looking to close out his man. Forces a pass, far sideline. Individual move, nice work. We'll see if he has a left foot. Nope, brings it back to the right, looking to cross. Brendan Harvey there. Arlington continues to work that far sideline. A little bit of space here. That ball served into the box. Out the end line, off Arlington. Whoo, clock continuing. 22 minutes, 52 seconds left. Clock as Carl Serrani, the timekeeper, would prefer the word crawl on how time is moving. I would agree. This half has lasted about 3 days. That ball up far sideline. Carries. Arlington calmly gathers. Throw, far sideline, deep corner. Nice job. Willie Grabowski? Can't tell. Nice job of the West Rutland defender nonetheless to contain, keep that ball outside. This is trouble. Ooh, left foot. Out of bounds. Arlington throw. They've had the pressure here the last minute or so. That service to the top of the box, looking to chip it in. Arlington's going to be first two, but Zach Pratt going to pressure and win that ball. Great work. Now it's a foot race. Both players pushing and shoving, both hands up. Zach Pratt, high pressure, forces the mistake. West Rutland throw. Great hustle, Zach Pratt. Jordan Johnson was going to take that throw. Coach Max asked for Brian to take it. I think as much because the clock continues to wind as because Brian can throw much further than Jordan. Jordan does a nice job with his throws. That ball far up the sideline. Chipped out. West Rutland throw. Eric Maxim finds Pratt. Now Maxim one-on-one. Getting bodied. Kid leaning on him. Finally shoves him down. Eric lands on the ball, looks like. We got a stoppage of clock. Coach coming on. Eric landed on the ball. Can't tell if he got the wind knocked out of him or if maybe something a little lower in the anatomy is the problem. Trainer Coach Cody Parker to head down, take a look. Stop. Clock stops at 20 minutes, 57 seconds in the second half. West Rutland going to have a kick on the foul. Essentially, it'll be a corner. And West Rutland captains gather their players just over midfield to discuss how they're going to handle things here. Arlington player just more and more pressure on Eric Maxim's back until he finally went down. Cody Parker helps Eric Maxim up. He's walking gingerly up the sideline here. Hunter Mason looks to check into the game. All right, two subs coming in for West Rutland, a rarity. Zach Trippier in for Zach Pratt. Hunter Mason in for Eric Maxim. This ball is essentially a corner now. West Rutland's going to start out and come in as Brian Maxim serves low near side. Cleared out of danger, Arlington. Went near side there in Arlington, first two. Got another corner, clock winding, 20 minutes, 39 seconds.
No. Hey, reset, reset goal line. Reset goal line. Reset goal line.
Coach Maxim calling out the strategy here. Clock winding, Brian Maxim, service. Into the box, looking to bend that. Never came in play, off the side of the net, out of bounds. Arlington, goal kick. Midfield over Brendan Harvey. Matt Bathlon wins that ball. Tyler Gross, second time today. He's able to take a ball, flick it up over his own head, and then pursue. Great job, Brian Maxim, to challenge that ball. Comes near sideline. Now it's served up the line. Jake Bartlett going to call on this. Calmly. Yeah, he's just going to stand there and let the clock run until Arlington pressures. Clock's our friend at this point. Another 10 seconds off the clock. Veteran move for a young goalie. And now the calm throw. Brendan Harvey looking to contain his man here. Keep him outside. Little service into space. Arlington controls. Brian Maxim sends that ball out. Arlington throw. Coach Maxim checking on Eric. See his status, see if he's ready to come back in. Did not hear the answer, but knowing Eric, he won't be on the sideline long. Tough kid, been hammered repeatedly, and has always returned to the game. And as I say it, Eric Maxim getting ready to check in. And I lost track of the ball there again, I apologize. Near sideline. Great job to come under control there. Instead of lunging at that player and getting beat, giving him a clearer path to the net. Jake Bartlett controls, and I'm having a devil of a time finding the ball in the shadows and the glare here. I apologize. West Rutland wins at midfield. Stripped off by Arlington. This is dangerous. Down the far sideline, that kid's got wheels by everybody. Down he goes, no call. Arlington crowd going nuts. Arlington coach incensed at the lack of a call there. I've seen stuff let go today. It was along those lines. Not a shock to me it wasn't a call. Regardless, Arlington, great pressure off West Rutland player Brendan Harvey. West Rutland scrambling. And fortunate to boot that ball as far as they can out of bounds. It's going to be an Arlington throw back near midfield. This gives them a chance to regroup a little bit. Shove in the back, no call. Yeah, time to blow the whistle and settle this down a little bit. 17 minutes left. That call against West Rutland. This is going to be an Arlington kick just after midfield. 16 minutes left. And that ball's into the corner. Joe Brown. Wow. I'm having a heck of a time keeping the ball in frame. I apologize. Joe Brown cleared that ball out and I lost track. Arlington. Far corner. Looking for an individual move here. Arlington pressuring. That ball up the sideline. Sub coming. Oh, Eric Maxim. Ready to roll. Tough kid. Great job, Carl Serrani, being ready with the sub horn there. Zach Trippier comes off. Eric Maxim checks in. West Rutland throw, far sideline. We are under 16 minutes, 15 minutes, 55 seconds left in the first half. It's a 1-0 West Rutland lead over the visiting Arlington Eagles, I believe. Arlington looks to come up the near sideline, slide tackle, miss. That ball played to the middle, trapped. Arlington floats near sideline. Nice job to pull that ball out of the air. Both players down, no call. Nice job, West Rutland, to send that ball up. Who we got on a run? Eric Maxim, high pressure. Eric Maxim with the steal, fires. Oh, right into the keeper's belly. Great hustle, great result, everything but the back of the net there. Eric Maxim, that's beautiful. That drop kick is an absolute bomb. Settled midfield here by Dow, and then stripped by Arlington. He's going to hustle back and contain that man, forces the pass outside. West Rutland looking to defend the throw on the far sideline. West Rutland in the home whites, Arlington on the road in maroon. This is the semifinals of the state championship tournament here. Winner advances and plays Saturday. Last I heard, the other semifinal game, Sharon visiting Proctor, also 1-0, that game favoring Proctor. Beautiful ball. Joe Brown drops his head, clears that out of the box, but nobody for West Rutland pressuring the ball. A rocket, oh my God. Absolute rocket from almost midfield. Over the fingertips of Jake Bartlett off the crossbar. He's down on the ground after the leap. Arlington there to bury that in the back of the net. Boy, there's a lot of energy on the Arlington bench right now. We've got 14 minutes and 17 seconds to find out how this one's going to end. We're going to see a lot about each team in the next 5 minutes. West Rutland's got to regroup, counterattack. Got to be tough here. Jake Dow and Eric Maxim to start off. Eric Maxim fights through contact, sends that ball far sideline. Arlington looking to charge up the far sideline. Willie Grabowski hoping to contain. What a cross. That ball into the box. Cleared out Joe Brown, but onto an Arlington foot. They're going to look to go down the far sideline into the corner and serve middle. Down goes the player. No call. Out the end line. Arlington crowd sure wanted a call on that. They'll get a corner, which is about the same as what they get on a foul that far out. 13 minutes, 33 seconds. (13 minutes, 23 seconds. Arlington, corner. Crucial point of the game here. That ball into the box. Couldn't tell how it stayed out, but it stayed out. Arlington corner. 13 minutes even. Tied up 1-1. Beautiful ball. Oh, nice volley. Arlington into the box. Jake Dow clears that out of danger. Not ideal, but at least out of the box. Gives West Rutland a chance to regroup here. They look deep corner. West Rutland will have a chance to clear here. High pressure Arlington. They have turned it up at least 2 notches. Beautiful serve into the box. West Rutland desperate. West Rutland desperate, needs to keep this out. Arlington player on his way to the ground launches that at the net. 12 minutes, 15 seconds. West Rutland's got to dig deep here. Now's the time for the leaders on West Rutland to step up and make something happen. Arlington coaches asking their players to win this out of the air. Jordan Johnson going to put this ball in play. I'd like to see him keep it wide. Nice flick. Jake Dow finds Tyler Grove, misses his footing a little bit there. Eric Maxim plucks that ball. Little roll back, finds Jacob Dow. Here's something building here. West Rutland, time to make a move and pull the trigger. Jake Dow rubbed off the ball, hustles back, and had his hands up there. Foul that far away from your own net. Not a huge deal, but like to just win it clean and turn it back on the other team. Arlington. Brian Maxim finds Jacob Dow. Jake settles. Hustle back by Arlington. Beautiful ball up to Tyler Groh on the wing. Groh's got to run right through his man here and try and make something happen. Arlington closes the door on that. Arlington controls. That's over. Into the corner. Jordan Johnson, great job to win that ball. Rolls it up the sideline. Arlington throw. 10 minutes, 38 seconds. 1-1 tie. West Rutland looking to clear it out of bounds, but Arlington player there. That ball's just floating at the top of the box. Somebody's going to step up on 15. He has a go. Far sideline, far corner. Oh my gracious, how did that not roll to the back of the net? Hard to tell from this angle, but I thought that was it. 10 minutes, 10 seconds. Zach Pratt ready to check back in. He'll come in for Zach Tripanier. All kinds of time in the corner for Arlington. Tyler Groh oversteps that ball just a little bit, or he'd have been by. Arlington controlling everything right now. Harvey finds Brian Maxim. Brian Maxim a little too far out. He runs through his player, and that's going to get a call. Going to be an Arlington direct, just over midfield. 9 minutes, 23 seconds left in the second half here. Semifinal soccer tied at 1. West Rutland went out to a 1-0 lead late in the first half, about 3 minutes left. Held on to the 1-0 lead. Arlington ties it up in the second. We're at 9 minutes left. Goal kick, West Rutland. Tripanier off. Pratt in for West Rutland. A Zach for a Zach. Jordan Johnson going to take his 50th goal kick of the day here. Nope. He clears out. Joe Brown going to put this ball in play. What a boot. Out near midfield, picked out of the air by Arlington. Turned back in. Matty Bathlon slide tackle. Arlington wheel and deal and looking far corner. That ball's off West Rutland. Chased all the way down. Great hustle to keep that from a corner and make it an Arlington throw there. I believe that's Eric Maxim hustling onto that ball. Arlington pressure continues. West Rutland gets turned around. That ball to the middle, all the way through the box and out the far sideline. Excuse me, out the end line. Looks like off Arlington. Gonna be a goal kick. Jordan Johnson hobbling. Joe Brown taking over kicking duties. No way Jordan's coming out of this game. That ball carries. Here we go. This is what we're looking for. A little bit of a break, and then we can turn it on him. Tyler Groh wins that foot race. West Rutland throw. Coach Maxim asking his players, settle down. Jake down. Looking to make the throw. Somebody's got to show for him. Corner run. They start away and then come to the corner. Eric Maxim off the Arlington player. Beautiful ball, far post. Who's there? West Rutland off the head. I believe that's Brennan Harvey. Nice work, but turned into a fairly easy save for the Arlington keeper. He drop kicks, and that ball chased out of bounds. Joe Brown hustling to get back to his spot with a flick and another flick. Matt Bathlon able to turn his hips, get this ball up near midfield. A little bit of space for Dow. He finds Harvey in stride. 50-50 ball out of bounds. Off Harvey, off the Arlington player. Throw up the line. Oh, beautiful job, Brian Maxim. Shield the ball from his player. And then turn and go. And what do we have here? We have a West Rutland corner from the far side. Jake Dow will hit this. He's left-footed. Hits corners from the far side. Eric Maxim right-footed. He hits corners from the near side. Both players able to bend the ball toward the net. But we'll see what happens here. We've got 6 minutes, 18 seconds left. Big spot in the game. Beautiful ball. Into the box. Goal kick.
Coming, turn your seat. turn and see. Tyler, he hasn't hit this.
Critical here for West Rutland to win this ball and turn the pressure back on Arlington as they've done on West Rutland repeatedly. Tyler Groh. There we go. Settles looking to find that West Rutland player in the corner. Tyler Groh wins that ball out of the air, and that's coming right at you. Arlington throw. 5 minutes, 26 seconds left in the second half. It's a 1-1 tie. We thought it'd be a close game, and it's a close game. Back and forth. Arlington coach hoping for a hand call there. No whistle. Tyler Groh wins that ball out of the air. Finds Eric Maxim. High pressure. Great individual move for Arlington. That ball rolls into the box. West Rutland's got to get that ball out of danger. And that's exactly what they do. Cleared out. Arlington throw. Clock 4 minutes, 40 seconds. They elect to play short. West Rutland backs off. Number 5 usually does a beautiful job of serving. He's got the ball in the box. Tongue-tied there, I apologize. Arlington throw, 4 minutes, 20 seconds. Settled. Joe Brown plays that ball out of the air, looking up the far sideline. And Arlington first 2. Harvey loses his footing on the far sideline. Looks to cross, Maxim there. Loose ball, Tyler Groh hustles on, puts pressure on the Arlington player. That's straight up in the air. Maxim wins that ball. Zach Pratt looks to run on, but Arlington turns the corner. Pratt continues to pressure. Great anticipation, Tyler Groh. And we have an Arlington throw. Relentless pressure for Arlington. Occasional chances for West Rutland, but relentless pressure for Arlington. We're at 3 minutes, 25 seconds. That ball's trouble. That's to the far post. Arlington still continues to control the ball. Play in defeat. Far post. Volley. Jordan Johnson with another eat. Jordan Johnson, second time this game, he's been absolutely pounded with a ball. West Rutland looks to be exhausted at this point. Not much counterpunch left. Arlington, oh, so close. Jake Bartlett, fingertips, able to reach out to the side and snag that ball. Drop kick. West Rutland needs for this to carry. Here it goes. Ryan Maxim steps 2. Arlington back and forth. It's like tennis. Got to control and play defeat. Nice move. Jordan Johnson. Here we go. Looking up the near sideline. Tyler Groh lost track of the ball. Arlington controls. Chips. Arlington first to that ball. Serve into the box. Jordan Johnson. Far post. Arlington player misses the header. Can't get much closer than that. 1 minute, 50 seconds left in the second half. Joe Brown's going to put this ball in play. West Rutland needs to win a 50-50 ball here and make something happen. Arlington up over the back with the header. Shipping. Jordan Johnson, nice job. That ball near sideline. Tom Haley showing his hands. Hands off to the ball boy there. Deep down the sideline. That ball coming right at you. Arlington throw again. In behind. Minute 8 left. Ball into the box. Far side. Arlington calmly settles. Step over. Looking to make the individual move. Make something happen. They've got a corner. 55 seconds. West Rutland needs to get this ball up and away. Beautiful corner into the box. West Rutland wins it. Up and out, but not out of danger. Arlington settles right back into the box. Steps around. Up and out. Clock winding. 34 seconds. West Rutland has one more counter left. Not much gas left in the tank for anybody here. West Rutland throw, 18. Joe Brown sends it up the far sideline. That ball, Harvey's going to challenge. Got to pull the trigger. Roll to the net. Arlington keeper there. 2 West Rutland players found a little gas left in the tank to make a charge to the net, but West Rutland cannot finish. And we go to overtime. Holy smokes. West Rutland scored late in the first half, held that lead into the half, gave up the lead early in the second half, and it was a battle back and forth. Arlington absolutely dominating. West Rutland with occasional quality chances, but the ball in the West Rutland end. We'll be back for overtime. We are headed to overtime. 15-minute golden goal. Arlington gonna start this off. Played back, settled by Arlington. Arlington, calm. There's the pressure Coach Maxim's asking for. That ball out a little too far, but you continue to pressure, they're gonna make mistakes. Here we go. Jake Dow controls that ball at top. Looks for Brian Maxim. Little shove, but no call. West Rutland's got to run onto that. Cleared by Arlington. Far sideline. Great challenge. Joe Brown going to turn his hips and get this ball up the line. Settled by Jacob Dow. West Rutland starts the half without Eric Maxim. He's on the trainer's table getting checked by Cody Parker. Rough first 2 halves for Eric Maxim. That ball flicked deep in the corner. Played out. West Rutland throw. This is what Coach Maxim talked about in practice. Pressure to make them make a bad play.
Good board and score. Hey, it's overtime. We need to score.
Brian Maxim got to make this throw. As I've said before, almost a corner for him here. He's going to look to find somebody deep into the box. Who wants it? Arlington clears. West Rutland all up in the box. Nobody there to contain that. And they're going to send far sideline down the corner. Jordan Johnson runs onto that ball. Brian Maxim works his man. Arlington rubbed off the ball. They play back. Zach Pratt, high pressure. That ball up the far sideline. Jordan Johnson turns his hip, rolls it back up the sideline. I thought that was going out, but no. West Rutland controls. Got to find some players in space here. Back to Jake Dow. Dow plays back to Maxim. Maxim's going to send that ball near sideline. Brennan Harvey's going to pressure. That ball off Tyler Groh, hanging on the sideline. Great throw, Arlington. Willie Grabowski going to make the throw. Looking up the line, out of bounds, Brennan Harvey. Arlington able to clear out of danger. They calmly play back. Now they play up the far sideline. West Rutland jumps on that. Contested ball, far sideline. And Arlington with a bomb near the box. Brennan Harvey loses his footing. Arlington controls. He's going to pressure now. He's going to contain. Arlington serve at the top of the box. This is dangerous. Brian Maxim comes out of the pack. Tyler Groh, what does he have left in the tank? Pressures. And that ball played. Got to carry out. West Rutland throw. Eric Maxim checks in. Zach Trepanier checks out. 11 minutes, 45 seconds. First overtime here in West Rutland. Arlington visiting West Rutland in the semifinals of the state championship here. Winner plays Saturday. Great throw up the sideline. Eric Maxim's going to run onto that. A little bit of a bevel to the field there, and it carries out. That's unfortunate.
Way down there, John, right?
Little argument as to where the throw is going to be.
Get busy here.
Come on, Brian, run through it.
Arlington looking to the far sideline. That ball carries. Arlington throw. Looking to the corner, but Jordan Johnson there. Now this ball, top of the box, step over, left foot, rocket.
Hey, take another touch.
And that ball runs. 10 minutes, 34 seconds. First overtime here in West Rutland. Boys varsity soccer. Joe Brown with a goal kick.
Alex, 10 minutes.
That ball won out of the air by Arlington. Carries all the way down. Deep throw. Joe Brown. Huge throw. Arlington traps. This could be trouble here. Great move. Maybe one too many moves there. Looks to the top of the box. West Rutland there. Serve that ball out.
That throw's got to be up the line, now back through the middle.
Brennan Harvey wins that ball out of the air. First two, Jacob Dow. His first look up the sideline is to Brennan Harvey. Harvey looking for Eric Maxim. Arlington first to that ball. Brennan Harvey, nice job to pull that ball out of the air. Jacob Dow calmly settles over to Harvey. Harvey, touch back to Dow. Dow's going to step around his man and win that. Looking to find Eric Maxim in a little bit of space here, make some magic happen. Here we go. Eric Maxim going to beat his man individually there. Nice job by Arlington. Called it too soon. Able to ride that ball out. Throw to the middle. Jacob Dow defers to Eric Maxim. He's going to take this down the far sideline. He's fooled me twice. Look at the moves. Eric Maxim, relentless. Down he goes, stays down, no call. Ball out of bounds. On the corner of the box. West Rutland throw. Eric Maxim back up. He's relentless. Maxim settles. Oh, are you kidding me? That was absolutely gorgeous. Who's there for West Rutland? Pressure, West Rutland, here we go. Arlington Arlington keeper at the bottom of the pile with the ball. Got me speechless here. Arlington keeper with a bomb of a drop kick out to midfield. Who's first two? That ball misplayed and misplayed again. Great job. Brennan Harvey challenged that ball and win it. Up the sideline. Finds Eric Maxim looking for the flick by. Harvey working both ways. Cuts his man off. Gets to the ball. Settles. Great tackle, Arlington. Clock winding. Don't dare to take my eye off here to tell you how much time is left. We've got 7 minutes, 41 seconds of the first overtime. Golden goal. First goal wins and advances. Willie Grabowski. Looks for Eric Maxim. West Rutland looking to feed the ball to Eric Maxim and let him win the one-on-one battle. Been going pretty well so far. Best pressure we've had in a while. That throw deep down the sideline. Willie Grabowski, first two out of bounds. Arlington throw. Again, deep down the sideline. Nice try to keep that ball in play, but Arlington throw again. Now they look central. This is dangerous here. Got to contain. Far side. Looking to the far side of the box there. Cleared out of danger. Settled. Brian Maxim. Physical, physical. Brian Maxim, shoulder to shoulder, the length of the field. That is relentless work right there, Brian Maxim. Arlington sends that ball. Willie Grabowski charges, oversteps. Brendan Harvey wins that ball. Here we go, Brian Maxim with a bouncer. 3 hops to the Arlington keeper and a scoop. 6 minutes, 22 seconds. First overtime.
Guys, go to it.
Joe Brown calmly settles, looking for Eric Maxim. That's over. Now he's going to pressure, look to strip the ball and make a move. Picked out of the air. Jacob Dow, toe poke up the near sideline. Harvey's going to win that ball. Off his head, going to carry out of bounds. Arlington throw.
Come on, keep moving.
Willie Grabowski doing a great job winning those balls out of the air. Jordan Johnson, dangerous spot for a volley kick. Zach Pratt, pressure, great stick on the far side. Is that Tyler Groh? Zach Pratt going to use the wheels. That ball carries off Arlington. Zach Pratt plays quick up the sideline, looking for Tyler Groh. Unlucky touch out of bounds. Arlington throw. 5 minutes, 21 seconds. Here in a 1-1 tie. We're in overtime in West Rutland. Arlington visiting the higher seed West Rutland in the semifinals of the state tournament. That ball went out of the air. Jacob Dow, head to Harvey. Off the head, Arlington controls. They turn, looking for space. Great ball. Look at all the room around 15. This is not good. Take him wide. Matt Bathlon steps and misses. This is trouble. Far sideline, gonna serve this to the middle. Wow. Result is an Arlington throw, and that is by far the best you can hope for out of that situation there. Zach Pratt fights through his man. Arlington player turns his hip, gets that into the box. Mile up in the air, Brian Maxim settles and charges. Volley, that ball's gonna carry. Oh, if that's misplayed by Arlington, Tyler Groh's in all alone, but confident play by the Arlington fullback there. Settles. Now it's back and forth. Jake Dow pulls it to the deck. Great ball. Brendan Harvey gonna run onto that. Need the pressure here. Arlington just hammers the ball. Brendan Harvey settles. His look will be to Jacob Dow. Poked away from behind and buried. No call. Arlington mounting an attack here. Got to contain, keep this out of danger. Good spot to shoot from for Arlington. Left and high. Goal kick West Rutland. 3 minutes, 33 seconds. 3 minutes, 27 seconds. This is golden goal overtime in the playoffs, semifinals. Joe Brown. That ball skips past Arlington. Step overs, fires. We cannot let him shoot from there. That is a spot where he can end this game from. Clock winding, we're under 2 minutes here. Goal kick, West Rutland. Got a whistle as the Arlington sub jogs off. Joe Brown serves this ball up far sideline. Let's see who can win it. Arlington first 2, but that's off ahead. Out of bounds, West Rutland throw. Here comes the momentum. That throw, Tyler Groh. Play quick, beautiful. See Zach Pratt running onto that ball. Zach Pratt with the eat, and now he's into the box. Looking to slide that ball to the middle. Great flick by Arlington. Can't tell. I apologize, I completely lost track of the ball there. Brian Maxim with a throw from deep. Almost a set piece. Be great to see West Rutland put this in the back of the net and advance. Tyler Groh with the flick off the head. Jake Dow looking for the volley. Brennan Harvey going to be first to that ball. Got to hustle back. That ball carries Willie Grabowski. Look to the corner now. We've got another player down. West Rutland player. Corner of the box. I can't tell who it is from here. Process of elimination. It's not Brian Maxim. It's not Eric Maxim. It's Tyler Grohl. Thank you, Carl. Tyler Grohl, the player down. 1 minute, 34 seconds left. Gold and goal soccer. Overtime in the semis. Last I heard, Proctor was winning their match with Sharon 1-0. Winner of that team will advance to play the winner of this team. Cody Parker, the West Rutland trainer, out checking on Tyler. West Rutland players going to grab a drink while Tyler is attended to here. Maybe Coach Maxim will pull them together. All right, Tyler's up and walking off, holding his side. Zach Trippier going to check in. Trippier checking in. Tyler Grohl going to get a little care on the trainer's table. He's walking off, holding his left side. 1 minute, 34 seconds in the overtime period here. We have Willie Grabowski going to make a throw. Eric Maxim settles. Great throw right to his feet. He's doubled. Little shove at the end there, no call. Brian Maxim wins. Oh, couldn't tell who won that because Brian Maxim took it off the head. But Arlington turns, counters. That ball past the defender. This is dangerous. Here comes Arlington, top of the box, 15, looking to make something happen. Brian Maxim shuts the door and clears out of danger. Brian Maxim. Huge right there. Hunter Mason in. Trippier out. Clock winding. 50 seconds. White throw, far side. Nice step. Not a great result for West Rutland there. Arlington throw deep into the corner. Jordan Johnson going to turn his hips. Run this out. Boy, there's a lot of contact over there. No call. And that ball's going to carry out the end line. Tyler Grohl grabbing a drink. Says he's ready as soon as coach needs him. If I had to guess, we'll let this wind out. We're down to 13 seconds. Joe Brown instructed to give this one the boot out of bounds. Arlington wise to that. Steps on. Clock winding down. Dangerous. Ball cleared out of danger. Jordan Johnson still playing soccer. Holy smokes. Horn sounds. First overtime is expired. Quick break. Back for more gold and goal soccer. Players coming back on the field. 15-minute second overtime. Gold and goal soccer. Arlington visiting West Rutland in the semifinals of the state championship tournament. You're probably tired of hearing it, but winner plays Saturday against the winner of Proctor and Sharon. Joe, do we know who won over in Proctor?
1-0 Proctor.
Proctor with a 1-0 win over Sharon. That's a heartbreaking way to end the season for the Sharon team. Proctor advances to the finals. Spoke to the Sharon coach today. He said it's the 8th straight year his team has made it to the semifinals of the state championship, which is just a remarkable accomplishment. But came away 1 win shy of the championship game. Proctor 1, Sharon 0, and now we are back to this game. Next goal faces Proctor Saturday. Brennan Harvey looking to make the touch a little too strong. Controlled by Arlington. Arlington sends that ball deep. Joe Brown going to get on his horse. Slide tackle, out of bounds. Beautiful play. Shuts the door on that, gives his team a chance to get back and play some defense here. Oh, mama. That ball high and wide. What a chance for Arlington. A little bit of a misplay there. They jumped right on it and sent a rocket. High and wide. We've got a West Rutland goal kick coming. They're going to take it far side. Joe Brown's going to handle these duties. That's a beautiful bomb. First two over a couple players. Arlington wins. Brennan Harvey pulls that out of the air, finds Brian Maxim. He's on his horse up the far sideline. That ball forced out, and ref calls Arlington throw. Jordan Johnson challenges his man. Oh, that's into the box. Up and out. Wow. Off the head and played out of danger. Zach Pratt's got to play this ball out wide. Fortunate to get a throw here. Couple miscues early in the defensive half for West Rutland. Joe Brown's looking to make something happen here. Flick off the Arlington head. That ball goes right to the middle. Arlington serving the ball into the box. Jake Dow pulls that ball out of the air. Finds Zach Pratt in stride up the sideline here. Let's see if we can make something happen. That ball carries out. Arlington serves that ball out of bounds. Jake Dow going to make a throw here. Eric Maxim starts away and then makes his corner run. Jake settles it into him. Eric's looking to beat that man one-on-one, take it to the front of the net. Here he comes. Right foot. That's off Arlington. Front of the net. Where is it? Oh, it rolls out of bounds. Glorious scoring opportunity for West Rutland there. 11 minutes, 50 seconds. Coach Mascom asking his players to turn around and take a look, win this ball out of the air. That's a bomb for the Arlington fullback. Great hustle back. Jake Dow wins that ball. Tangled up in the feet a little bit. Out of bounds. Arlington throw. Almost an illegal throw there. Didn't look like he came back very far. Jake Dow challenges. That's off a West Rutland player, and here we go. Zach Pratt on his horse. A lot of speed. Chip by. Serves middle. Oh. Into the hands of the Arlington keeper. And West Rutland going to turn, see, and win this. Great punt, Arlington. Far sideline. Carries out of bounds. Brennan Harvey calmly looks up the sideline, makes the throw. Brian Maxim. No. Couldn't tell whether there was a whistle or not. It was so loud, but that ball is coming back. Brian Maxim kept charging, so I kept filming, but there is a foul on him back where there was a collision with the player. Regardless, Arlington serves. West Rutland. Harvey chips past his man to the middle. Who's there? Zach Pratt. Ball in the middle. West Rutland gets a foot on it. Oh! Up and over. So close. West Rutland players excited about the pressure they have on here. Arlington goal kick, which has not been to anybody's advantage so far today. An awful lot of these have been turned right back into the offensive zone. Brendan Harvey. Got a little hitch in his giddy up. Looks like he might have rolled an ankle. He's coming off. Hunter Mason going in. Harvey's a tough kid. He must have really rolled it. He's going to get looked at by Cody Parker. Hopefully it's something we can attend to and get him back in. He's playing the best soccer he's played in his whole career these last 3 or 4 games. That's a big hole to fill. That ball carries out. West Rutland throw. Zach Pratt looking to go up the sideline. Tyler Groh, shoulder to shoulder. Can't tell. Red throw off white. Arlington up near midfield. Willie Grabowski challenges, chips away. Arlington looking to counter. Dangerous, middle of the field, serves far corner. That ball carries through. I believe it's a white throw, but it's hard to tell from here. 9 minutes, 20 seconds left, overtime. West Rutland throw as deep as you can be in their own end. I believe this will be Joe Brown. Arlington first two, but it carries over. Brian Maxim with a little flick, and now high pressure. Looking to make something happen here. Ball carries out. I misunderstood the call. I thought it was going to be an Arlington throw, but that was a West Rutland throw. Arlington serves as far as they can, and lucky to be on the end of that. They're looking to put something together here, string together a couple passes. West Rutland's got to contain Joe Brown. Out. Bomb out of bounds. Brian Maxim serves. Jake Dow going to run onto that. Nope. That ball carries out. And I was just scanning the West Rutland bench. I don't see Brendan Harvey. Brian Maxim going to be the first West Rutland player to challenge that. Forces a bad pass. Zach Pratt there to collect. 8 minutes, 5 seconds left in the second overtime. We're playing golden goal soccer here. Arlington looking dangerous. Rocket. Wide right. West Rutland goal kick. 7 minutes, 54 seconds left. And the reason I can't see Brendan Harvey is because he's down, getting stretched out by the West Rutland trainer. He's another West Rutland kid that plays soccer all year long. He's a huge asset to the team, very tough player. Love to get him back on. That's a spot to shoot from. Oh, up off the crossbar. Okay, my heart has started back up. Jake Bartlett able to get his fingertips on that. Up off the crossbar, up and over. Arlington corner. 7 minutes. 5 seconds. Now the call is Bartlett did not get his fingers on that. Straight off the crossbar and out. Nice job of the referees to communicate that. Arlington coach not happy with the change of call. Got to step up on him. Turns, fires. Dangerous spot to let an Arlington player shoot from right there. Coach Maxim asking his players to dig a little deeper. Everybody's tired. Can't let him shoot from there. 6 minutes, 20 seconds. Brendan Harvey continues to stretch. Joe Brown going to put this ball in play. Loses his footing. Willie Grabowski, first two. Smart play. Up and out. Not a great touch for the Arlington player there. Fortunate for West Rutland. Another throw, about as deep as you can throw it from the West Rutland side here. Willie Grabowski plays short to Joe Brown in front of his own goal. Got to get this up and out. Very deliberate on that. Brian Maxim wins a challenge. Comes close side. Zach Pratt charging up the sideline. That ball carries out. Arlington throw. A lot of bonus soccer today. Red throw. That ball never came in bounds. Jake Dow with a throw. Sorry, I got caught watching the Arlington coach. Brian Maxim runs right through that. Misplay, Arlington. That ball near sideline. Jake Dow looking to make something happen quick here. Needs a corner run. There it is, Eric Maxim. This is what you look for. Up off the ground, calls a handball off Eric Maxim. Unfortunate, but West Rutland can't hang their head. They've got to just get back, turn around, win this ball, and turn it right back on Arlington. Out past midfield. That ball carries through. Joe Brown serves up and over. A little bit of a foot race here. Tyler Groh, high pressure. They're calling that up off his hand. Arlington kick. 4 minutes, 7 seconds. That ball's into the box. Great job, Joe Brown. Timed it perfect. No call on the handball there. That ball deep into the corner. Jordan Johnson, shoulder to shoulder, lets it ride. 2 straight handball calls on West Rutland. 3 minutes, 40 seconds left. Second overtime, Golden Goal Soccer, semifinals, Division 4 State Championship Tournament. Arlington Eagles visit the West Rutland Golden Horde. That's an unfortunate choice of words. West Rutland Golden Horde. And play to a 1-1 tie. Oh, turnover in the box. West Rutland, fortunate. Jake Bartlett, Johnny on the spot, jumps on that rolling ball. That ball out to midfield. Arlington, mile high. Who's first two? Hunter Mason playing physical out there, looking to contain his player. He makes a turn, top of the box. This is trouble. Looking to serve. Oh, he's going to look to shoot now. And that ball rolls in. Arlington wins. 2 minutes, 46 seconds left. They advance to play Proctor in the championship game. Great effort for both teams. Sad somebody needs to lose, and it's West Rutland on the short end of that.